Hey, hey, we're back again. We're going to be doing the June tag because even though I did the... Oh wait, I should have found it first. Even though I did the June theme for the creative challenge, I made a card and a tag. I don't know what the tag is. I already did the June... I didn't make a video for it because, you know, that day I wasn't in the mood. But we're going to do the ATC challenge for June, just because. And Chloe sat and did us another printout that will be on my blog in the link post, in the link below. So the June challenge, I'm going to put the picture right here, was for yellows, browns and greens, and the prompt was sunflowers, but you don't need to do sunflowers, you can just use the palette of colours, or you can just use the prompt sunflowers and do it with any colour scheme you want. And we're still taking pictures for June for another few days because I am going to be putting some pictures on a video when I do the July creative challenge, which is not the ATC cards. It'll be making something in the colour scheme for the creative challenge. So there is going to be another video for July, which is... I forgot what colours July was, we just did it yesterday. Browns, creams and pinks. It's ice cream themed.
Ice cream.
So this is going to be the June ATC because I've gone back in time. I don't care that it's late. So I'm going to be working on craft card today just because it's such a bright theme. And we're going to be using Chloe's printout, which is totally free. And I think I'm going to be using this as my background first. So Chloe, how long did this one take you to come up with?
Well,
to design, to draw.
I had the idea in like 5 seconds at most, but it took a bit longer to draw, obviously. I don't know how long though. I need to start timing myself.
I've told Chloe she needs to sort out her Instagram properly because in the future I want to add some of her artwork as downloads. I've got a frog in my throat today.
Me too.
As downloads to sell on Etsy so that she can make herself a little bit of income. Because she comes up with really cute character designs.
That's so sweet.
Why did that sound patronising?
I think it's pronounced patronising.
I swear this child sometimes. That's never a good time to tell you were adopted.
Oh my god. Clearly know if I look just like the in-between of you and Dad.
The shame. The shame. If anyone's worried that I'm mentally traumatising my child, it's okay. I traumatised her so young that it doesn't matter anymore. We have a very jokey relationship.
Yeah.
We're Scottish.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell by the accents.
That's a very Scottish thing, to be very jokey and stuff with your family.
Yep.
The child that you found in a trolley outside Tesco.
Was it a trolley? I swear I've heard a different story before.
I told you I nicked you in a pram from outside Tesco.
Oh yeah, that one, but I swear I've also heard another one.
Probably.
There's so many.
So when Chloe was little...
I was adopted many times.
When Chloe was little, she was really hyperactive. And her dad convinced her that when she was really little, she was born with only one leg, and that they gave her an operation. When she was really
little, she was born.
No, I'm not thinking of what I'm saying. So yeah, her dad convinced her that she was born with one leg, but that we wanted her to have a full and active life, so we had an operation, and they used a monkey leg.
I remember that.
They used a monkey leg, and Chloe believed this until she was 5 years old.
Yeah.
And
kids will believe anything their parents tell them.
She thought that's why she used to like climbing on things and being really hyper and jumping around all the time. It's hilarious.
Wish I had a monkey leg. That'd be one hell of a story.
No, you did. You were born with one leg, and we... You have a monkey leg.
That might explain why I'm so hairy.
Maybe. You definitely don't take that from me.
Really?
Okay, so my background is on. Do you have any other story times about your obviously low IQ level? Oh, I really like this. This is one of those masking tape stickers that I got from my AliExpress haul, and I noticed they also have circles. So we're going to use some of this. Oh, and I'm ripping it. Well, that's not good. So, oh, that looks really nice with that. So I've got some washi tapes from the July tag here already, so I'm probably going to use the browns from it. But I need to go and get my actual washi tape basket to get other colours. So because we're going to put a sunflower in the front, and this is a really busy background, we want to tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. It's the wrong colour of green.
Yeah, it's so muted.
But we have other things. Oh, I can't pick them up.
Wow.
I don't know if it's needing something behind it. It's a bit...
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a good colour match.
Oh, it is.
I'll set that there just now, but I also like this. But I don't know if it's too muted.
That is too muted.
Oh, here, you can do something. I know how rubbish you are at cutting things out, so I'm just wanting you to cut around it rather than, you know, completely cut it. Chloe has no scissor skills.
No coordination skills.
So she can't cut close to things, or she'll literally just cut it off.
Yeah. I used to get in trouble at school for it.
Yep. Chloe is like me, she's a bit dyspraxic. I think I'm probably less dyspraxic in some ways than her.
Yeah.
Can't decide if I want this bit on there or not. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Weird. Oh, it just got so quiet in here.
I noticed. Oh, a weird thing happened this morning.
Wait, have I heard this story?
Yes, it's about the kitchen.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was standing in the kitchen making bacon and cheese toasties for their dad. And as I was standing there right loud, right next to my ear where I was standing alone in the kitchen, a music box played. We don't own one, we don't have one in the house. And our house at this side, the kitchen wall is onto our driveway, so there is no house next door at that little bit. So there's nowhere else it could have came from, and I was alone in the kitchen. All the children were upstairs, and yet a music box played beside me for a good 4 or 5 seconds, which doesn't sound like a long amount of time, but it was long enough for me to hear the actual tune. I jumped out of my skin.
Understandable.
But you know, stuff like that happens to us all the time.
Yeah. You should make a story time about the lady on the stairs.
The lady on, we should talk about that right now.
Yeah, maybe. Is this video spooky enough for it?
Yeah, well, it's just chit chat as we're doing a...
Yeah, you can explain in more detail when you do it actually. Story time.
So the lady on the stairs, we'll just give you a brief. I might actually put this on my TikTok.
Ooh.
When Chloe was little, we lived in a house about 6 miles away from here. It was in a farm village.
Yeah.
And Chloe kept getting very upset at night time and bedtime and telling us that a nasty lady liked to come into her bedroom and be mean to her. This lady lived on the stairs, and she was scared to come down the stairs unless we brought her down. She didn't like being on the stairs, and one time she was upstairs screaming hysterically, and when I went up to get her, she said the bad lady tried to push her down the stairs. Now, kids are strange. I was a nursery teacher, and you would be surprised how many children tell you stories that are literally not true. I'm trying to move this over. About people being mean to them. Kids go through a phase of it. So I didn't really think much of it. I didn't see or hear anything. I was a bit sceptical. And then we moved house, and Chloe never mentioned it again. So she was like 4 when we moved house, and her little brother was just a newborn. So when Zach turned 4, Zach started coming to me and telling me about the lady on the stairs, how she was mean to him and how she liked to come in his room and be mean to him.
Yep.
So there's me, of course, thinking, oh, Chloe by this time was 8 and liked to tease her little brother. So I went to Chloe and I said, why have you told Zach the story about the woman on the stairs? You're giving him bad dreams. And she said, who? And she genuinely had no idea what I was talking about. She had no memory of it. She didn't know who the lady on the stairs was. She couldn't remember. So that got me a little bit, So just after that, the lady on the stair, my friend who lives across the road is a medium. She contacts spirits. And I told her about the lady on the stair, and she said weirdly the times that she'd been in the house she did get a sensation that there was someone here, which I normally am very good at picking up on, but I did not pick up on the lady on the stair. And then one day I was in the house alone, the kids were at school, and Ross was at work, and I've put this on squint. So
amazing part of the story.
I know.
I remember that one.
So I was home alone, and I was in here, and I was actually working on orders because I ran my online business at the time. And my best friend lives across the road, so sometimes she just pops in and sees me. So I heard the front door like open, I felt the breeze, and I heard her shout, "Leanne!" So I was like, "Oh hey, just come through." And then a couple of minutes later, she still hadn't came through. Now my craft room's at the back of the house, so you have to go from my front door is here, this little hall into the living room. You walk through the living room to the door here, and this is where my craft room is. She never came in. So I was like, okay, maybe she's gone to the toilet. So I walked through and I went into the hallway and I shouted her name, and there was no reply. So I was like, where's she gone? So I opened the bathroom door and she wasn't there. I was like, okay, that's strange. So I started shouting on her. I walked up the stair because, you know, sometimes if she's brought something for me, like a plant or something, she'll go and lay it she'll just go and lay it somewhere. So I thought maybe she had something for the kids and has gone and laid them on the kids' beds. Nope, she's not upstairs. So I comes downstairs and thought maybe she came into the hallway to say hi and then realised she forgot something and has nipped back to her house. So I grabbed the front door handle to open the door to see if I can see her walking back over, and realised my door's locked. I was like, okay, so how? And I realised it's locked from the inside, because I always lock the door when I'm home alone, because, you know, I get freaked out. So I unlocks the door and I looks outside, and it is pouring with rain, which means if my front door had been opened, the little area inside my front door would be wet. And it wasn't. It was bone dry. And once I had opened it, it then had splashes all over it. So I went, shut the door, I locked it, I came back to my craft room. I was in the process of texting her to say what I had just heard, and the woman shouted on me again. From the same place, in the front area of the front door, she shouted, "Leanne," but really like harshly. I jumped out my skin, I ran straight to the hallway, and as I ran to the hallway, a shadow whooshed past me from my bathroom, straight out my front door, but like through my front door, and disappeared. And that has now happened 3 times.
You're not good at keeping things,
Short?
Yeah.
Well, I was busy doing this.
No more storytime video now. You heard the whole thing.
Well, people on here don't really watch TikTok, so... Yeah, well, that's now happened 3 times, and my partner has even been home and heard someone shout me from the hallway, and he has looked out and there's been nobody there, and she always uses my name, and it is a she, weird. And my children stopped complaining about the woman on the stair when they were both turning 5.
That's so strange.
What was even stranger is a friend that I had years ago, I remembered...
I think I'll Google it.
I remembered a long time ago I'd had a conversation with a friend of mine, her name is Kim, who had told me that there was a woman who used to come into her bedroom when she was a little kid and was really mean to her, and that she used to tell her mum about this woman, and this woman once tried to push her down the stair, and she was so horrible to her, she was afraid to sleep in her own bedroom. And it was funny because I only remembered that years after my kids had been through this, when I was talking to my friend about stuff like this. And it's just one of those things you just go, actually, I remember this conversation. So yeah, the woman on the stairs. And we had moved house, so it wasn't the house. It's clearly us.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've cut this out now. This is her little thing, and I'm going to go over the white edges with... This is probably not the best pen for this. I'm going to get a different pen.
Yeah, it's not even the right colour.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to go around it with brown. So, anyway. Yeah, that was our little thing. That's maybe a bit dark.
Yeah.
I'll go around the green leaves in this. So yeah, that was just our little strange...
Okay.
The door just opened. Go and shut that door. The door just opened by itself.
It did. I've witnessed the bathroom door open by itself, but it's not like it just sort of creaked open. It's like I saw the handle get pushed down and then it opened.
We have many spooky things happen no matter where we live. First time I ever seen something strange like that was I was 3 and I was in the toilet in my mum's house, obviously, where we lived, and I remember I was talking to a little old woman who was sitting on the edge of the bath, and she was wearing a white nightie, and she was very nice, and there was something familiar about her. So I was just chatting away to her whilst I was sitting on the toilet at the age of 3, having a pee. And then my mum said, "Time for bed, come on, you're taking ages." And I said, "Oh, I'm just talking to the nice old lady." And she was like, "What nice old lady?" So I came and said, "The one on the bathtub." And my mum is very religious. She is a Christian, and she doesn't believe...
Is she Christian?
That's what they are, yeah.
Oh.
They don't believe in ghosts and things. So she was like, "Don't be silly, there's nobody there." So I got very upset, and I was like, "Yes, there is." And I described her, and my mum got very quiet. And then the next again day, I remember my granny was over, and I told my gran, who was a little more open-minded, and my gran told me it sounded exactly like my great-great-granny who died before I was born. Even down to the fact that she called me Little Petal, which was what she used to call my grandmother.
Aww. That's so... Wow.
But she was nice, and I can still remember what she looked like, and she had a cap on her head to keep her curlers, her hair in curler things,
Aww.
like rags. Okay, this is how we're doing with this so far. What do you think?
Yeah.
I think we need something
Mm-hmm.
semi-see-through, so like vellum, but that's not patterned, to fade down the pattern in the background, maybe?
Maybe.
Or... I don't actually know. Or we could go for an actual...
Ooh, is that too...
orange.
Yeah, it's like more of a... Wait. I don't know.
Oh, we also have, I'm going to put one of these brown stickers on. So this one can have either friends, or love this, or the little love. This one's going to have love this. Because I think I'm going to make these all a little bit different.
From this angle, that looks purpley.
It's brown.
That looks really purpley to me.
Tough, it's brown.
Okay.
It's brown, okay? It's
Purpley
staying
brown.
brown. Maybe... that one's the wrong brown, this one. So ATC cards, you can make them 3D. You can make them stick up. I like to make them... Well, I'm saying as if I've made loads of them. This is the only second ATC design I've ever done. I want to make them flat so they're easier to post, cheaper, so you can stick them in an envelope. But see, that kind of helps bring it out. So.
Oh, I like that.
Do you think it needs something behind it though, a little bit?
I don't
like,
think so.
What about like we did with the netting, but instead of netting, use something else?
I don't know.
I have a really little bit of netting here. It came from... Oh, and now I've lost it. There it is. I have this little tiny netting. I could just put like a random...
Oh, that's cool. But I don't know.
I don't think you see it really. Or... Oh, we have some of these as well.
Oh, it feels like something in my throat.
These are 2 words that I wouldn't use. So we're kind of just stuck here. I think I'm just going to stick it on because I kind of like that. What do you think?
I like that too.
I like that. I think we need some sort of word on here as well though. And maybe... Oh look, there's gold words. Find me a gold word that goes with love this. On those 2 sheets of stickers. No, these.
Oh.
So, if you like Chloe being in my videos, let her know. She's less camera shy than she was yesterday.
There's only love and sweet.
There's beautiful that we could cut out, or there's flashback.
That says a beautiful life.
Yeah, but you can cut out the middle. It doesn't need to be the whole sticker. Does any of you have any strange stories about spirit activity in your house? I mean, I could go on all day. I've had so many things happen in my lifetime, being that I come from a family that had tea leaf readers and palm readers, and there's a lot of people in my family that were very gifted. Okay, beautiful. She's picked the word beautiful from A Beautiful Life.
A font is the coolest.
I'm just going to steal this sticker and cut it. Why is it all smeared?
I don't know.
It's all dirty anyway, so
Disgusting.
we'll just stick that over there. So we're going to stick the beautiful up here, like so. Oh, I like that. It's squint. Everything oh, too late. It's too stuck.
Wait, do you have to make 3 of these?
Yeah, but they don't have to be identical.
Okay.
Everything I do is squint, no matter what it is.
Amazing.
So these 3 are going to be slightly different, but there we go. That is my June ATC card to go with. I don't even know what I did with the other ones. I've lost them already. To go with the July ones that we did yesterday. So yeah, if you're going to do anything June related, the post will be down below where to share your pictures so that it can be included in the next video. Say goodbye, Chloe.
Goodbye, Chloe.
See you in the next video. Bye bye.